Hey guys, Seth here with Cross Jeep. Today we're going to take a walk around the 2024 Jeep Wrangler Sahara 4xe. This vehicle is in this beautiful Earl clear coat with the color match fenders and hard top, as well as your 20-inch black rims. You do get keyless entry on this vehicle. Quick little jaunt around the outside with a backup camera as well. This vehicle does come with remote start and has fabric seating. And of course, with the 4xe, you do get your blue hooks. And taking a look at the inside here, once again with your keyless entry. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. Currently looking at 10 miles on the odometer, as well as your fabric seats with heated seats and steering wheel. And of course, this vehicle does come with your 3-piece hardtop carrier case, your USB-C for both passengers back here, and your 115-volt 3-prong outlet. Being an unlimited, these seats do come down to show a lot more of a trunk here, but to do that, you do of course have to lift up these seats. Being the 4xe, the battery does sit under here, and then these seats do fold down flat. Looking in the back here with, once again, that keyless remote entry. Of course, like I said earlier, you do have the unlimited package on this, which means you have a nice big trunk space with a bunch of good tie-down hooks, as well as your all-weather floor mats back here. And you do have your bin with your door and roof bolts, as well as your car jack under there. Swinging around to the passenger side here, looking in the back, of course, once again, we do have our holder for our 3-piece hardtop, as well as our plug-in. So we have our outlets while going camping. This does have 4 3-prong outlets on it, and it does work like a little charger bank. If I lift up these seats here, you'll see that the battery is exposed, and once again, if I pull this lever right here and bring these seats down, it does fold in to make a nice, flat, large trunk. Put all that back up here real quick. And finally, looking in the passenger seat here, you do still keep the window sticker with this vehicle. We did take it off for easier driving, as well as your floor plugs under here that you can remove to clean the inside if you remove the carpet. I'm going to go ahead, jump in, start this vehicle up, take a look at some of the features that come with it. Now, of course, being a 4xe, you do have all of your hybrid buttons down here. You can put it in full hybrid mode, full electric, or full gas. Stepping in here and starting the vehicle, the engine does not turn on first. You are on battery power in the beginning. It'll show you your engine gas level as well as your battery charge level. Our battery is currently at 98%, and we see we have 28 miles still empty. Looking through here, of course, you do have your little green ready. That does mean the vehicle is on and ready to drive at any moment. Clicking through this, we have our screen set up, our messages, what audio we're playing, our current trip info, hybrid info, so what our range is for gas and electric, and our total mileage left. We also do have our current average MPG, our adaptive cruise control, our off-road page to show you our steering angle and our tilting angle. Our vehicle info page showing you our tire pressure, battery level, oil, all of the fun information about our vehicle, and finally our speedometer. Looking in the middle here, we do have our heated seats and steering wheel, our dual zone climate control, our AC, our recycle/recirculate, our battery max charge button, traction control, downhill descent, and of course our screen off. Touch that to turn it right back on. Looking at our screen, we do have our home button, which shows you our different panels, as well as our driver profile up here, and your climate. We do have our media button if we did have a phone connected, or if we wanted to listen to Sirius XM, AM, FM, or plug in through our USB and USB-C, or our hidden USB in here. We also have our comfort button here. Now the comfort button is where you're going to access all the other buttons that are down here, just in a little bit easier format. You can select where it's blowing, you can turn on your heated seats and steering wheel, what AC mode or defroster you want on, as well as sync, recirculate, and our auto AC. This is also where you can get to all of your heated seats easily. You can also tap right up here for it. So if I was in our home button and I tapped up here, I can access them very easily. If we go into phone here, if we did have a device connected, this is where we're able to access our Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as your keypad, recent favorites, contacts, and messages. Looking in our vehicle tab, this is what's going to allow you to access your backup camera at any point in time. This vehicle can have your little parking lines turned on or turned off. They are currently turned off. You also have your vehicle settings, which is where you turn back on those backup camera. Going into the camera tab lines, you do the park view camera delay as well as the active guidelines. The camera delay allows that to stay on for about 10 seconds while you are driving. Now we can go into our dashboard, which you will find the off-road pages on. Now the off-road pages are what going to tell you exactly what we saw on here, just in a little bit easier to read format. Of course, we do have our steering angle and transfer case, all of our accessory gauges for our coolant, oil temp, oil pressure, trans temp, and battery voltage. We also have our pitch and roll, as well as our longitude, latitude, and altitude. And then one more page here, if we wanted to go into, we can go into our e-hybrid page. This is going to tell us everything about our hybrid driving. If it will load for me here. Does not seem to be. What would normally come up on this screen will be stuff along the lines of how much battery charge you're using, what the actual battery is currently doing, as well as your scheduled charge time and amount. Now if we go into our apps here, this is going to be every button that you can press for the vehicle. This is all your favorites, so your tutorials, off-road pages, device manager, hybrid, electric. So if we tap that, it'll bring us back to that page, as well as our categories where we can select which ones we want to have favorited. This is going to be all the buttons you can press on the vehicle. Sorry about the camera angle. Finally, looking down here, we do have our window controls as well as our rear window lock, so children can't use it. For these windows, you press the button, they come all the way down automatically. You hold the button to bring them right back up. We do have our 12-volt DC plug-in, as well as our, I already went over this, our USB-C with the aux port, and our rear window controls, as well as our 4x4 shifting. Now this vehicle does have 4x4 high auto, 4 high part-time, neutral, and 4 low, as well as 2 high. For interstate driving, we do recommend staying in 2 high. Now being a Sahara, you do get this lovely fabric trim here on the dashboard, as well as your chrome vents. You do also have your vents right here that are fully adjustable as well. Of course, the vehicle has been running this whole time. The engine has not turned on once. It's been running on full battery power in hybrid mode. If we wanted to do e-save, press that button here, the vehicle will still run in the most efficient form, especially while in park. If we were to put it in drive, it would prioritize the engine over the electric power. And finally, you do have powered side mirrors that are also heated for defrosting purposes. Left and right. And being the Freedom hardtop, you just pop down this vanity sun blocker here, pull down on this lever, undo, and undo those 3 hooks, and then you can push this right out and take your front top off. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this back down real quick. As easy as that. The vehicle does honk at you if the vehicle is running or if the key is left inside, and it will unlock the doors. I want to say thank you all so much for choosing Cross, and I hope you have an amazing day.